Glimpsing the payment horizon, analyzing sports betting and casino technologies. With the emergence of a multiplicity of value transfer options and a greater openness to new forms of money, it's time to peer into the future of the payment industry. Kiril Nestorovski, EveryMatrix.
Good morning. I think it's still morning, at least until I finish my speech. My name is Kiril Nestorovski. It's difficult to pronounce, but I think they've managed to pronounce it correctly. And I come from EveryMatrix. I'm head of sales. And today I'll be speaking about payments. Now, I'm not a real expert in payments as head of sales, but I've had my fair share during my time with EveryMatrix. So I'll try to keep the discussion relevant and at the same time make it as fun as possible because I'm not seeing a lot of movement here. So that's the point. OK, they've loaded my actual presentation. Just a little bit of background on EveryMatrix. We are over a decade in the iGaming industry. Payments being one of that. And MoneyMatrix is an MFSA licensed institution that actually has evolved from EveryMatrix as a spin-off from its payments platform back in the days. It's in existence for over 4 years. And basically, we are a payment aggregation. Now, the industry, as we know it, tends to grow with significant rate, and the expectancy is that in the next 5 years, probably we will be seeing a growth rate of over 10%, and that is also highly dependent on how the markets open up, especially the US. Now, this is, of course, conditioned on the offering that the operators can provide, as well as the value brand proposition of the online industry in general. Of course, if we're speaking payments, we need to make sure that they're seamless across throughout the player's journey. And this is highly dependent when we speak about the growth itself. Now, everyone can process payments to a certain level. However, it is not sufficient for an operator to thrive. And during the debate, just a little bit prior to me, there were a lot of interesting points that were raised on how quickly operators can adjust to different markets. And I'll tackle that a little bit during my presentation. Now, we need to understand and try to make payments simple, uninterrupted, and highly intuitive. So no hassle user journey makes the players happy. Now, payments are highly regulated, so how do we do that? And how do we make sure that we are compliant? And compliance has become a buzzword in recent times, and it should be taken very seriously by the operators. So to kickstart, I just want to touch on a few points, and this is that we all live in a mobile world. I mean, I don't believe there is a person here that has a Nokia 3310 or something of the sort. And the players want to get instant gratification for, otherwise they will just jump ship, they will leave. So in this sense, digital wallets are helping massively in reducing friction and enabling players to access their funds anytime and from any place. And this is a crucial step in building the trust between the players and the operators. And this ultimately enhances and optimizes player engagement and leads to high retention. Well, many learned on the KYC, as I've mentioned it, that it takes too long, and if it does, players will just abandon the entire process. So we need a swift KYC process that actually is done by employing tools to make it consistent, and at the same time, I've seen somewhere that they've done it within a few seconds. So that's incredible with the automated tools that are available to us. However, finding a reliable partner is something that everyone wishes, and if we had a rating, that would be great, so everyone can know, okay, I want to go with number 10, but then you need to pay a premium price as well for that. So just a little bit on the infrastructure that we have built in MoneyMatrix, and basically, what I want to say is if we go 20 years back, we will be seeing that integrating a payment would basically take months. Coming 20 years forward, we can confidently state that there is a very short integration period. However, it still takes a lot of time. Now, there are a number of payment solutions with swift integrations available. Time to market is short, which in effect creates a frictionless experience, and operators don't lose market share due to the loss of coverage. Now, how to stay on top of the game, and this is the key. You need to diversify the payment portfolio, and by saying this, it really goes beyond just having the new payment methods that are the new buzzword, but actually having a failover strategy if something happens. And we've seen operators losing a lot of market share due to not having a failover strategy. And they're not created equal in every market, the payment solution. So we need to have in the back of our mind always that something works in one market, it won't work in another. So they shouldn't basically dilute the value proposition by offering everything that is available, but dig deep into what is the best solution for that market. And for example, card processing may be huge in Europe. However, if you go to the African market, well, you need something else. You need basically a payment solution which is mobile, like M-Pesa. So the variety of payment streams, now this contradicts, but actually the previous point, but actually it brings more value if you have more and more offering on the table or to the players. And of course, going to the automated fraud and KYC process, this will help a lot in basically having the risk triggers reducing operational costs and retention rates. And automation allows operators to keep the players engaged during the verification process. So as I'm at the end of the time, I just want to give a little bit of information how MoneyMatrix is actually helping. We have a payment aggregation, and you can access all the payment methods that are available for the specific markets through a single integration and through one contract. You have a quick-to-market entry. We have the fraud and KYC management software, and of course there is the rules that I've mentioned, which are incredibly intuitive, and they make sure that you have a failover strategy at all times. So that is it from me. I want to thank everyone, and yeah, I welcome you to talk to us if you have any questions. Thank you.